Do you have any questions about what we saw yesterday?
Yeah, I really fought this yesterday afternoon. It was late afternoon before I got back onto it, and just seemed like I was really struggling with it. And I worked with Bert a little bit this morning when he got in, and we were able to sort out some of my issues. But just a quick run through would benefit me immensely. How's that?
Okay, just quick review will refresh your memory.
Very good.
Okay. Seems to be good for all of you guys. Not a specific question.
Yeah, the overview would be good for me. I didn't get much time to practice yesterday.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and start my review for today. Okay, what we saw yesterday, let me check on my side. Okay, we saw the connection vault. We saw mainly yesterday this this extended modeling tab. The first icon is the connection vault. On the extended modeling is every connection clad in stairs, railings, spiral staircase. Well, those things we will see them today, but for the connection vault that we saw yesterday, when you click, you have access to this dialog box. If it's hidden, then just make it bigger, just to see all the icons. After that, in here you have your favorites. As like on your browser, on your favorite browser, you have your favorite pages on the internet. Well, while browsing in here in the connections, just on the right side you have the little star. If you click on it, automatically the connection will be on your list of your favorite. And you can just make it bigger in here if you need more space. That was it for the favorites. In here for base plate, I'm gonna just delete this one and put a new one. For base plates in here, I have base plate. In here we have little pictures. But if you want really detailed picture, just click in here on the arrow. You will see the picture in here. Like if don't click, just put your cursor on it. You will have what it look like in here. So for example, I want a base plate connection. If I click in here, okay, I want this one. Perfect. In here, just take a look at the selection order. We just select the column. Perfect. So I'm gonna click in here, go and select only the column and hit enter. Now he will browse for in my library in here and just try to find try to find a situation that is near to this situation in here, so he will put the right connection for this situation. You can customize your connection as needed. There is no really problem with that. Okay, that was for that. For example, in here we have clip angle. We saw clip angle yesterday, but today I will see something else. We'll go to beam. Can I go in here? We'll go to platform beams and go in here. Search for a shear plate. In here, no. Yes, this is a shear plate that I wanna do for this connection in here. The first thing to do to check if the two system lines are in touch. This is the first thing to check. After that, go and just select your connection. I'm gonna make it on my favorites and go and search it on my favorites. Okay, here it is, shear plate. When I select in here, we select always the column first, enter, and then the beam, enter. Okay, we have something by default in here. For example, I want for the plate shape, the corner finished, this straight, default. Okay, for the bolt parameters, vertical bolts, I will put 2 instead of 3. If I check in here, this checking in here is for engineering. So just if you want to update your connection, go in here to update now. And it is automatic. Don't uncheck that. Don't uncheck it. Just let it like this, because if you uncheck it, each time you do a modification, you will have to update it. Like for example, if I put 3 in here, to update it, there is an easiest way. Just click on another case. Like for example, when I click here, he will update the last changes. We'll do it again too. As soon as I click on the other case, he will update the latest changes. Okay, that was it for the share plate. Okay. Okay, for the connection, that was it. I'm gonna go. Today we will see bracing connections. We will see how to check which connections are made on the shop or in this site. We will see stairs, railings, and some other macros, as well as some advanced tools. Okay. Well, yesterday we saw.
Hamza, let me check and see if Bert's with us yet.
Oh, yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, great.
I just didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, perfect. Yesterday that was for connection vault. I won't go through all the connection that exists in here, but if you need a connection, just make sure and just search well on the list and make sure that your photos are activated, just to see what's the deal is. As I said, I won't go through all the list because we will need another week for that. So just when you need a connection, if you don't find it, let me know before you go and put it manually. But normally you will find your connection in here. Okay. Yesterday, yesterday we saw, yeah, here. Under tools, we saw how to copy a connection. I'm gonna delete some connections. To delete a connection, please don't delete the intelligent box. Delete one of the components, because when you delete the intelligent box, the only thing that's changed is you can modify it manually instead of going through the intelligent box through advanced joint property and modify it. So what I suggest is just to let the intelligent box and just go select one of the components and delete it. Okay, now I will show you how to create by template. In here, create by template, you will only select the tool, select one of the components of the connection that you want to copy, enter, and select the column, just one place where you want to copy it, enter. Wait for it. After that, go other one, enter. This is a little bit long. I don't like this method, but this one, create by template multiple. When I click, I select my base plate, hit enter. I have to select all the places where I want to duplicate this connection. So I have selected all those columns in here. See them? Without connection, just hit enter and the connection will be there. Okay, we'll hit undo just to go in here and explain to you create joint in joint group. This is slave master connection. When I select that, I have to select the first one and this one. Okay. Gonna select the columns, enter. Oops. Gonna hit undo. Okay. This is create by template, the create joint in joint group, and this is create joint in joint group multiple. It's exactly the same as the two first icons that we saw, but the difference is those two with slave master connections are interrelated. Like when you modify something on the master connection, all the others that have been created after the master connection will follow. I will explain myself. If you go in here, create group in joint group, select that, select the columns, he will put a blue box in the situation that are different from the master connection. Like for example, the master connection is the master baseplate is connected after HSS A686 by 1/4. If, like for example, in here we have an HSS, but it's not 86 by 1/4, so it will be a blue box. The blue box will only show you that this connection is controlled by other connection, but the situation is not really the same. But he will control it. Like for example, when I double click in here, go to baseplate, anchors, I will put the Russian anchors. Those ones, it's more visual. See, all the other base plates follow. Okay, now for example, I have some modifications by the engineer, and this connection in here have no Russian anchors. The engineer decided to put just the US normal anchors. It's not really a problem. I have to remove it first from the group. Just select it, select that joint, enter. Now when I double click, okay, in here I can go in here and put the whatever I want. And only this connection will be controlled by the changes that I have just made.
That's the one with the red X symbol in it then, right?
I'm sorry?
That was the tool.
This
yeah,
one.
that one. Okay,
Yep.
that one. Yeah, okay.
In here you have those tools. You have exactly the same tools in here. But for me, those are more visual than those. And in here you have to search for it. Well, those ones, I suggest to use those ones. But, it's exactly the same thing in here. Okay, this is how to delete, how to remove joint from joint group. But if you want to add it, add joint to joint group, select the one that you want to add, enter, and select the group. Oops. Maybe I have reversed this selection. Oh yeah, I reversed the selection. How to add it, like for example, this, oops. Oh, here we go. You have to select the first one that you want to add first. After that, select the group to where you want to add it with enter between the selections. If you do something like I just did, for example, and it must give a result that it's not really the same, well, just pay attention at your selection order. Pay attention at your if you do enter between the selection or not.
Where did you see that selection order? You said pay attention to the selection order. Did that
Yep.
tell you that?
Yep, in here, if I click F2, in here, object inset, select master joint. You see it?
Okay. Okay.
He will ask you in here. So just pay attention at the AutoCAD command bar in here. This will help you a lot. After that, just check if you do an enter between them or not. If you know, that will come by practicing. Don't worry. Okay, that was it for those little tools, or they are big tools actually. Do you have any questions about that?
No, I think
No,
we're
sir.
good to go. Yeah, that helped a lot. Just that basic review.
Okay, perfect. Yesterday we saw also clash check. To start a clash check for the whole model, you don't have to select it and start a clash check. So just go in here, click on clash check. He will give you how many clashes you have on your model. If you have non-connected nodes, like for example in here you haven't connected them yet, this is a clash for the software. So what I suggest while modeling, like for example you've done this, oh here is an example. This is a clash for the software. Like for example, while modeling, you have done this connection in here. Before to copy it by template or to do slave master connections to it, select it and start a clash check. If no collision found, now start copying. So you won't copy the same error again and again. If you have one, you know. In here, if I restart a clash check, I have it. Like for example, if I select that one, if I double click, he will zoom on the clash that I have. If I have a huge model and even if he zoomed, I didn't notice where the clash is. So I have in here the tool search marked object, and if I zoom out, search marked object, do you see the little arrow, red arrow?
Right.
It will just go and show me, here it is. When I select it, I do an orbit. Do you see the collision body?
Yes.
Yes.
So the bolt have not enough space to turn, so okay, well that was it
So
for
to fix that, you would go in and reduce the distance between your bolts then to
Exactly.
correct that error. Yeah.
Exactly. When you reduce the distance between the bolts in here, you will you will just have less clashes in here. That's it.
Or you could cope the bottom of your beam.
Exactly. You can do a cope in here.
Cope that flange out of
You have really and in here you have one error. but the same error might be on the other side because it's a safety bolt connection, the same side. It's exactly the same thing, both sides. He won't count the same connection just once. He will count it for here and for the other side too. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
Right.
So that's the thing. Okay, that was it. Okay. Do you have any questions about what we saw yesterday, or we're good to go to today's topics?
Yeah, I think I'm good to go. That review was immensely helpful.
No problem. Okay. Today I will start with some bracing connections. Okay, to put some bracing, you have first to put your bracing elements. For example, I want to have HSS bracing. Well, you have to put some HSS. Now I will just start with the L angle section. Bracing. So I'm gonna go in here, select it from the node, click in here and go in here to the node, enter, click on it. On the positioning, make sure that you are in here, so so the L bar will be really flush on the corner, as you see in here. See it? That's the first thing. After that, you have the choice. The first choice that I see is just to do a mirror of this one. I will uncheck nearest and check midpoint. There. Here, delete the original object. No, enter. I'm gonna get rid of this arrow. And after that, I will go and check if it's really on the node. No, it's not really on the node, so I'm gonna move it way to the node. I'm gonna check if it's, oh yeah, it's really on it. Perfect. Now I'm good to go and start my connections. Okay. For the connections in here we have general bracings. I will activate my pictures in here. Well, this might do the job for me. So if I click in here, check for the selection order. In here you have column, beam, or base plate, and diagonal beam. So the diagonal beam is it's the last one selected. But please pay attention in here. Only on bracings, the selection order is inverted. Instead of selecting the column first, we will select the beam first. I'll repeat myself. Only on bracings, on the selection order, instead of selecting column first, we will select beam first. So I will select the beam, enter, the column, enter, and the L bar, enter. It will give something like that by default. I will turn it to realistic. See what you get here? Well, that makes sense, but it's welded. I will go under Advanced Joint Properties. Okay. In here we have general. Okay, gasset plate. Maybe, for example, I want it welded and welded on this shop, and in here bolted. Bolt in diagonal. In here member connection. Okay, in here first. Member connection at this is welded connection at member 1. It's welded right now. As I said, it's welded. If I want
So
it,
the beam is member number 1,
uh,
and the column is member number 2, right?
yep.
Okay.
Well, if you don't know which one is which, so just change one of the parameters in here. You will see it. Okay, in here I want it angle bolted, welded bolted, angle welded bolted, angle welded in here and bolted in here. Is it okay? Perfect. Here member 1, it's welded. Perfect. So in here, if I go to member connection, nothing. Oh, in here connection detail member 2 to 1. This connection in here. Okay. If I want it to be long leg side on plate or on the column, we have it in here. If it's double, single left or single right, I'm gonna make it double. In here, okay, 7. If I put, oops, I'm gonna put it to 0. Okay, in here for the connection detail member, the set out distance is from where we're gonna start calculating all those values in here, from the member or from working point. Gonna list it from the member in here. Okay, the first one I'm gonna put it to 3 maybe. Yes, and instead of 3, I'm gonna just put 2 here. Maybe you have a little collision between those two, or it's really flush. Oh, we won't have. I'm gonna put 3 and 3/4. Perfect. And for the cutback, for the last one, 6, I'm gonna put it to 2. That's perfect. Do you have any questions, guys? Till now?
The selection order, the beam first, then the column, and then the diagonal.
Exactly. That's the rule for all the bracings. Just
Okay, but the box didn't say that.
yeah, the box there is a in here for the selection order. When you click, it's column, beam, or base plate, and then diagonal. But
That's not correct.
Just for bracings. The order, don't read the order. Just for bracings. For bracings, just memorize it. It's simple. Beam first, column second, and always the diagonal third. Okay, now for the if I want to put some stiffeners, general, gonna go in here. Instead of 2 bolts, I'm gonna put 3, and the gusset plate will adapt. Okay, now I will copy this connection using create by template. I will copy it in here. So the selection order, beam first, enter, column second, enter, and diagonal third, enter. So I will have exactly the same thing but in the other side. I can be able to copy it in here too. The selection order will be this time column first, enter, base plate second, enter, and diagonal third. Oops. Region.
Sounds like me. Whoops. What would I do?
Sometimes just regenerating the things. Like that. Well, now it seems to work. You only have to customize your connection as needed. General, if it's parallel, gonna let it in here parallel, perfect. For this number 60 offset, okay. Okay, in here, 2 in here. Do you see, I only see the pictures in here and see what's the result and change the values on the cases. It's as simple as that. So maybe I'm gonna let you guys practice this connection before we go and move to other things. Do you have any questions till now?
I might have here shortly.
Yeah, I think I'll have several once I get started trying to do this.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you guys practice that. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Seems to be good?
Seems to be good.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
Did he say that these bolts were on the standard gauge for an angle iron? Did I hear that?
I
I didn't hear
I
anything about
missed
the
it.
gauge.
Okay.
I think you can do whatever you want in a diagonal brace.
Just kind of pull that up and then change it as needed, huh?
I believe so.
Okay. So if I wanted to change this to 6.
I'm back, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go and start with Bert.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm still getting all my properties figured out.
Perfect. Do you have any difficulties?
Well, I guess when I was just playing with this and trying the member connection, where is
The
set up
distances?
Yeah,
Okay. You see the member connection, and you have member connections in
I
here.
see. Okay.
Not here. It will be in like the fourth one or the fifth one, something. Well, it's on the list.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just in here on the list. Here you go. Yes, it's in here.
With layout, height layout.
No, just the second one. Yeah, this one.
Oh, okay, right there.
Number of bolts
Oh,
you
and
have
it-
to. Bolts
There's
go.
bolts on gauge line.
Yeah, exactly. But I see right now.
Oop.
I see a clash right now
Yeah.
between the
those
two bolts. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, when you know it, that's yeah, exactly. There.
Figure out what was that? 8. So if that's variable 8 and that one's grayed out, how do I change that?
Hmm. Number 9. Don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Apparently that is it.
Yep. It's really number 9. For the other plate, so just go and search for the other connection detail member.
Okay, I got you.
Seems to be good.
Yeah, I think I'm getting it figured out.
Okay, perfect. Gonna go and see Chuck.
You see anything?
Yep.
I'm looking for these bolts to change them.
Okay. Because they are on the long side edge.
Yes.
So I don't know how have you done that?
Well, that's how they came in. I had two angles there, bolted and bolted, and I just chose a single left angle and got rid of one line of bolts.
Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, so if you go to number no, you were on the right place. If you go to number 6, back mark, change that. Doesn't change anything. Make it make it 0 just to see. Oh no, it's make it 3. Oh, here it is.
There we go.
Clearance to main. Oh, that's not your set out. Can you on set out? Can you just click and see? Okay. No, no. It's yep. Perfect. Do you have any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, need to practice. I'll let you
Yes,
more time. I'm gonna go and see Dean.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You have it?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. I see that your trimming is not your shortening. It's not enough.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
And I'm not figuring out how to adjust that either.
Okay. Well, I have to double click in here on the intelligent box. Go in here to general. Okay, gusset plates. Always, like for example, this icon in here, what it is controlling will be in yellow on the picture. So for example, if I want to go and this is always controlling the gusset. Oops. Gusset. Bolt parameter. What else? No, it's not here.
It looked like it was in that bolt parameters in the distance from the work point up to the first bolt, perhaps. Bolts in diagonal, maybe that's right. When you were flashing through it there.
Yep.
Value number 1?
Number 1, exactly.
Okay. All right. I didn't see
You
that.
put some...
Put something that looks real.
Oh, here we go. I'll let you the control.
That looks a lot easier.
Yep.
Okay, so whatever that number 1 is, where the hell was it? There it is. Yeah. So you can control that start point then with that command. How interesting. Okay, great.
Perfect. Have you had the chance to experiment other connections, like on the top beam with between the beams? Beam, column, and diagonal. Oh,
That's what I ended up with. Yeah.
is that what you wanted, or it just came out like this?
That's how it came out. I would have
Oh.
preferred that it be on the center point there where it was connected back into the to the column, but I kind of got
Oh,
hung up
maybe,
on the bottom
yeah,
one.
I see, I see. Well, the connection that you have selected is not the right one. Maybe you have selected only the gasket plate one diagonal. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
column
yeah.
and one diagonal. Okay.
Yeah.
I should have been on this one, eh?
No, the very first one.
Oh,
Exactly.
that one?
Yeah. Do you see the little picture? I'm gonna take the control. Do you see it? If I were you, I will just make it bigger. So I will see the pictures in here. You see
Yes,
the picture?
okay, I see that.
It contains 3 diagonals instead of this one.
It just gave me the one plate.
Yeah, it's just 2 diagonals. Well, just delete this one, and I'm gonna let you. Always the selection order: beam first, column second, and. But you have to delete. You have to delete your first connection,
Okay. I will,
not to have
get
one
rid of
above
that.
the other.
Sure you can. Let the shop figure it out.
That's not the way it works, buddy.
Yeah, sure, you can do it.
They'll be up here asking questions at a heartbeat.
What the heck are you guys doing?
The shop guys will hate you.
They already do.
No, it's not the right selection order. You have selected the diagonal first, right?
I thought I did the column first.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe I missed.
It gives something really weird, like this.
Ooh, that's ugly. Ooh, that is really ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ugly. When you have some ugly results, just check your selection order. And I'll just delete the ugly connection and put on some connection that have sense. That makes some more sense. Okay, Dean, I have to go and see Jerry. If you have some questions, I'm still here.
I think. Hey, Dean, did you say you went offline?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, Dean is apparently restarting his computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and see Jerry then.
Okay. What happened? Huh. That's bizarre.
Okay. Can you see me, Hamza?
Yep.
Okay.
Say Hamza.
Yep.
Dean just wanted me to let you know he'll be back as soon as he can.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
He have some technical problems?
Yeah, apparently his everything just crashed on his machine, so
Okay.
he's restarting right now.
Okay, perfect. Maybe we'll wait for you for the next capsule of theory. Okay, Jerry. Is that what you wanted, or just come out like this?
That's kind of how it came out. I chose this one. Is that the correct one?
Yep, that's the correct one to pick. Just to be visual, next time you see the little arrow top right, this one.
Yes.
Just make it appear so you will see the situation, what it's look like.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it looked like that was it, but the description there, that little part, well, I'm pointing to it. You can't see what I'm pointing at, can you, with my finger? Okay. So, the problem I'm having,
Yep.
the clip angles here that connect the gusset plate to the column, how do I edit those?
The gasset plate to the column.
Yes, these clip angles right here
Yep.
that are connecting. I can't figure out how do I edit those.
Okay,
Don't
if you double click on the intelligent box.
Okay.
if you go to General, and the last one will be member connection or something like that. Yep,
Okay.
member connection. And you will see angle welded bolted. Connection as member 2.
Yes.
You can put it like if you click in here, you have all the choice, either welded, plate bolted, angle bolted, bolted welded, or welded bolted.
Okay.
If that's what you wanted
chose-
to know.
Yeah, I just chose that one to play with.
Exactly.
Okay. So then how do I control?
Oh, to control all the
Left,
parameters,
sides,
the
angles.
distances. Okay, go to
Yes.
member connections. Exactly. Go to the fourth one. Well, it's on this list. Maybe the 3 first will be empty, but the fourth one will have something. Yep. Now you have to, you have some choice to just set the clip angle, long leg side, the section, the profile size, or if you go to detail connection member at your right, to your left, sorry.
Like,
Mm,
there?
Yeah, the one on the bottom.
This one?
Yep. Here we go.
Okay.
You have all the parameters to control the distances between bolts, the first offset, the set out distance, the edge distance. Is that what you searched for, or?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find.
Okay, so you can just play with the numbers as you want.
Okay, set up. Working. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'll just have to play with these and see what happens, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry. That's to the bolt.
To help you, you can see the picture in at your right, and the numbers referring to the cases that you like. For example, set out distance is number 2, number of bolts is number 3, and so on.
Yeah. Okay. Just kind of. So when I put, that's the distance from the bottom flange to that first bolt, isn't it? Not from the work line.
No, the set out distance is from the member.
Okay.
Center line of your column.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like moving it down. Okay. Put it back up there. 4. Okay.
Oh, that set out distance is from top of steel, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, from the member.
Yeah, top of the horizontal beam.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Here at the bottom flange, it appears to be coming from the bottom of the bottom flange. To me, like when I hit 6.
Is it maybe measured from the node that you selected?
The switch to control that, it's the set out distance. You have the choice if you go in here and select from member, and if you click,
right
you have
there.
from working point.
Okay, and the work point is the node that I selected?
Yes,
Okay.
you have the choice.
Okay. And, typically on stuff that I do, that working point needs to be the nominal half depth of the beam, and this work line on the brace, will be like, I've got a 3-inch angle there, so it might be 1.5 inches, and I don't know how to get all that set up.
I'm sorry?
You can rotate that angle when you first pick it. You can put that red line right on the AISC center line of that angle.
And you can now double click on it and the connection will adapt.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and I couldn't figure out how to do it.
On the
Positioning?
positioning, do
Yeah.
you see it with
Yes.
not this one?
This one?
No.
Nope,
The,
left and up.
on the corner, the one on the corner. Yep, exactly. And you can, if you want, you can set a little offset by y-axis or z-axis. That's to be really sure. You can mirror your. You see, just adapt it, and you can mirror your profile on the right, mirrored. You have to uncheck that. You see the.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Okay. I'll have to play with that some.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make myself presenter.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay, Dean. Have some technical problems?
I had some technical problems. I had computer problems.
Oh.
I'm trying to get back. I had lost everything, so I'm trying to get back to where I was.
Okay. Here, perfect. Do you guys need more time to practice that, or you want me to just continue my theory?
Go ahead and continue, I think. Unless, Dean, did you need some catching up? Or?
Well, I had missed everything from when I was trying to put that piece in there, so I'm just, yeah, keep on going. I'll pay attention to what you're
Okay,
doing.
okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna copy this connection in there. Create by template from here. Gonna copy, select the column first, the base plate second, and the third one, enter. The connection will be copied. Now I want to have the central connection in here. Like for example, I have two diagonals. When I go in here and see what's the choice on my library, I have, if I activate the photos, I have in here this one. I have angle, bracing, same direction. And for the selection order, I have beam, start point. Oh, not this one, sorry. The four diagonals, middle, gusset plate. The only thing that you have to control in here is you should have 4 members. You should have 4. So, but on our case, we just have 2 members. I know that in here under beams we have the option to split beams. I'm gonna turn that wireframe, select split beams, and select the beam that I want to split. Enter. Just select the midpoint. Enter. You see in here we have 2 different beams, but the connection still exists and it's still intelligent. I have to do that for this beam too. So if I go split beams, this one, enter, I'm gonna pick the midpoint, click, enter, and I will have 2 other profiles. Now I have 4 profiles in here. Seems to be good till now. The function split beams. Is it okay, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. Now, if I return to my general bracings and I go to 4 diagonals, middle, gusset plate. If I select that, I will just go in here, select the first one, enter, second one, enter, third, enter, and the last one, enter. I will have something like this. And I will go over and over all the parameters. It's really visual, guys, so we'll just let you play with that to customize your connection the way that you want it.
Does it matter the direction in which you select the 4 angles?
It's suggested.
Clockwise or counterclockwise?
It's suggested to go clockwise in here,
Okay.
like this, as I did. Like for example, this order.
Correct.
But I have never had some problem if I didn't respect this order. I didn't have any problems with that. But it's suggested. It will create less problems. Okay, this was the diagonal for with middle gusset. In here we have gusset plate in center. I will delete this one. Seems to be good for this one. You
Yes.
don't.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna delete it. So I will have this situation. For the gusset plate in center, we only need 3 beams as it's shown in here. One is splitted, but the other one goes through the plate. So I will have to merge one of the 2 beams in here. So we'll go in here. In here, the first one is split beams. The second one is merge beams. If I go in here, select this side, enter. Now it's really one piece. And the other one is still splitted. Seems to be good till now?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will be able to select gusset plate in center. If I select this one, select my first diagonal, enter. Second, enter, and the third one, enter. This message is popping. It's just because I don't have any defaults on my library. Hit OK. If I go, I have by default just 1 plate. But if I go in here, I will be able to go over both distances. Rectangular. Shape. We have some presetted shapes in here, as you will see. Projection. If I put 5, oops, maybe 0. Okay, that is the bolt distances. Well, you have the I drew an ugly shape in here, but you have the possibility if you mess around a little bit with it, you will be able to have your shape, so you will it will fit your needs in here. We'll try to do something middle left. Middle. I'm just messing around with that. You can, guys, you can practice the 2 last the 4 diagonals and the gusset plate center and the full diagonals. You can can mess around with those two connections in here. I'll let you some time. If you have some question, I'm still here messing around with the shape of the center.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hamza.
Yep.
This is Dean.
Yep.
You know, that top connection there where I had that weird machine before, the weird shape before it kicked me out of there. I'm still getting that, and I'm not able to get beyond that point there to even put the brace in, or the connection in up there. To change that so that it is a...
I'm gonna make you a presenter and see that.
Okay. You see it?
Yes. Okay.
Every time I go there, I keep getting this, and then I'm not able to manipulate it.
Okay. Let me see.
What do you think's wrong with it?
I'm gonna just check some other things. It's where it must work. Okay, if I select the beam first, enter, column, enter, and diagonal. Here we go.
Okay. Did I have the angle
Maybe,
spun the wrong way? Is that...
no, maybe while selecting, let me check. You didn't selected the right thing the first time. That's the thing. You haven't selected the your selection order wasn't good. Maybe that's the only thing I can imagine. Well, you can delete it, and as gonna delete it right now. You can do it again, just to make sure.
Okay. This one?
Yep.
Right? That's
Yep.
the one I did. Column first.
Nope. Nope.
It says selection order column.
No,
No?
for bracings, only for bracing. As I said, only for bracings, the selection order is inverted. So the
Okay.
beam first, the column second, and the diagonal always third.
That's important, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
That is important.
Have you made enter between each selection? Beam enter, column enter,
Enter.
and
Enter.
enter. Perfect. It must work.
Okay, much better.
Yep.
Okay. Good to go.
Okay, now I will let you practice more that, and I will make
That's
my...
a good thing, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone's is okay? Nobody needs me on his computer?
Hamza,
I think I'm getting it figured out.
I
Yep.
can't find the command for the
Split
center
beam?
plate.
Oh.
No, not the split beam, the center plate.
Oh, let me check for you.
Over here?
Hello, I'm here. Okay. um, just scroll down. Scroll down, the list is much longer than that. Oh, here we go.
That's the one I want right there.
Yeah, not
the one you
this
did,
one.
but-
No, it's not this one. It's the
That's the one
4
I want.
diagonal. Yeah, this one.
Okay, there
Have
they
you
are.
splitted your beams first? I don't see that they are splitted.
No, not yet. Do I,
Yeah,
I've got
you
it
have
again.
to activate your midpoint. If you type,
Center?
yeah, you can. Yeah, the center will do the job. Enter. If you click on it, just to see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
perfect.
right there.
So just do it again for the other one. Perfect. Now go and pick your angle, brace in. No, not this one.
Not that one?
Nope. 4 diagonals.
That one. There we go.
Nope. The 4 diagonals. Yep,
Up there.
this one. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Enter.
Enter.
Enter between the selection always. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Dean, Jerry, Bert, do you need any help? Need to practice?
Need
A little bit of
practice.
practice would be good.
Practice, yeah.
I'll let you 2 more minutes, guys. Little pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Hey, Hamza, could you go through that, how to split the beams again for me?
Is it Dean? Okay.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
I don't have my beams split, my bracing split, and
Okay, yeah.
I've been
Like, for
trying
example,
to figure out.
yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Jan. Okay. Like, for example, you have your angle in here, and you want to split it on the middle. You have in here the split beams. Do you see it?
Let's see here, right up there, that one there. Okay, I see it. Got it.
When you click, select your beam first, enter, select the point where you want to split, enter, and it's done. Simple as that. Any success?
Okay, I did it. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. The 2 minutes has ended.
Already?
Yes. Okay, I'm generous. I'm gonna let you guys 1 more minute.
Crazy
Too
generous.
kind.
Come on.
Okay, guys. Do you have any questions before I go to see the HSS bracing?
No.
I'm ready.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you have to practice.
And I'll be practicing this afternoon for me too.
yeah, you have to practice this afternoon because till now we haven't started stairs and railings yet. So you really need to practice this afternoon.
Bert, did you get all that?
What? Focusing.
I'll be picking your brain, so.
Okay.
I want to make sure you're up to speed, buddy.
I was focusing. I'm trying to rush through this and get everything done on my drawing.
Okay. Well, try to focus, but this time on my screen. Okay, for HSS bracings, you have in here to go instead of angle section, you have to go in here square, rectangular, hollow section. That's HSS. If we select that, make sure that you are snapping on the node, the first node, and the second one. Enter. Now, this HSS is huge. So I'm gonna go and pick something really. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna mirror it. For that, I'm gonna go mirror. This side, no. I'm gonna check if it's really on the center. That's really crucial. Okay, this node is correct. This one. Okay, correct. Now, in here we have general bracings, but just above that we have tube connections. When you select in here, the first one, do you see in here? This picture is including 3 elements: beam, column, and tube. So this one will do the job for this situation, this situation. Are you following me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, when I select that, the selection order is still the same. Beam first, enter. Column second, enter, and HSS third. I will have something like this by default. I won't go through all the general and the member connection because it's exactly the same thing that we just seen on the general bracings in here. It's exactly the same macro. So I will just go and duplicate it in here. Select that, select the column first, enter, base plate second, enter, and then the HSS third. Oh, oops, sorry. I picked the wrong tool. Do you see what just happened? I picked the wrong tool. Maybe the guy on the site will hate me while putting those while putting those bolts in here. So we'll just go and search for tube connection. Click in here, the first one. Select the column first, enter. Base plate, enter, and tube, enter. That makes more sense. I will go to general, and for the offset, the number 1, I'm gonna put 4, so it will make more sense. Okay, that's the thing for those two connections in here. It's exactly the same thing in here and in here, so just it's just question of parameters. We saw that 13 minutes in. Okay, if we go to this connection in here, when I select that, here we have tube connection middle with sandwich plate. But for this, I have to split one of the two HSS. That I will split beams, select the one that I want to split, select the point where to split, enter. Okay, after that I will go in here, tube connection middle with sandwich plate, select the first one, enter, second, enter, and third, enter. Here it is, the through plate connection. Seems to be good, guys.
Yes.
Do you need to practice, or you need to have a 5 minutes break?
I think I need a shot of whiskey.
Okay. Well, we will have you will have a 5 minutes break. Try to practice during this break.
Okay.
Okay.
Make
well.
sure it's only one shot.
Yep. Okay, I'll let you guys break, and we'll see each other at 10:05.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
this great shape in there, and I'm back over here. Okay, I've got this now. How do I get it?
Well, what I've actually been doing instead of mirroring is just snapping it and then creating and copying the gusset plates. So just go ahead and go to your objects, and then do an angle brace or whatever you're doing, whether it's angle retrieving, yeah. And then just snap it from the same nodes again. Well, is this an angle brace in here?
Yeah.
And just go ahead and do another angle brace. Node. That's right. Oh, I see where you're. I know it's kind of a difficult concept to get used to, but in all earnestness, using the free rotate is going to make your life so much easier instead of trying to snap the directions. So you can go to your objects. Just you don't even have to select angle bracing again because it defaults to whatever your last one is. So if you're using the same material, so just go ahead and zoom in on that area and find right there, that intersection. And zoom out. Same thing down there. You can adjust your positioning after you have your bracing in. And so now what you can do is deselect that. Just deselect it. Just hit escape. Yeah. All right. Go to your tools, your regular tools. So yeah, right in there. And go to tools. And we can use the same thing we learned about yesterday with that copy connection. Just create a template. So go ahead and zoom out. And zoom in on one of your gusset plates there. Actually, I guess it'd be that doesn't really matter. But so this guy down here. So well, you're out of that command. So click this again. Click a piece of that. And then right click. And then go over here. Click your column. And do you have a base plate to attach that to? Oh, you do not. Oh, so I got base plate. Yeah. There you go. And the same command. So go ahead and click here again. Select your right column. Base plate. I'm sorry, enter. Base plate. Diagonal or enter. And then diagonal beam enter. Voila. So that's the mirroring over. And so now, and that makes that quick and easy. Now for splitting that, did you pick up how to split that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you can split that. You're probably wondering if Mac is
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. I'm getting some instruction from Bert here.
Oh, good.
hello.
Okay, guys, do you need more time or just want me to continue over the next topic?
Might as well go to the next topic.
Okay. Chuck, are you here or
Yes, sir, I'm here.
smoking your cigarette? Oh,
No, not a smoker.
me neither.
I couldn't find any whiskey. That sounded pretty good, but I couldn't find it.
Sounded better all the time.
I
Okay.
believe I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. So, I will go and jump to. Okay, still on extend modeling. In here, straight stairs. In Advanced Steel, to create stairs, you need to create first your construction lines. Gonna do some from here, here, and now just specify your widths. Now I'm just picking, you know, some values, but while doing your stairs, you should have, you know, specific values. And the 2 points that you will pick to specify the height of your stairs will be the nosing points.
Okay.
Perfect. Do you guys do some stairs or just structure?
Oh, we do stairs all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, while doing stairs, you have to go in here, straight stairs. When you click, as I said, you have to pick the first nosing point. Go in here. I'm gonna just check something. Okay. Gonna go and pick John, the first nosing point and the last nosing point. Hit enter. The software will generate the by default stairs. This box, do you see this box in here? This box is not the intelligent box. This is a dimensioning box. Like, for example, if I want to make the stairs wider, I'm going to just drag those blue boxes in here. I'm going to just hit undo to undo that. For the height too, you know, just play with that and redimension your stairs the way that you want. If you want to have access to the macro of, you know, as we did for all the connections, if you click in here, right click, Advanced Joint Properties. And now you will notice the real intelligent box will appear. You see it? This is the dimensioning box. This is the intelligent box. Now, in here we have our library. We have the length and the height, the length and angle, or the height and angle. In here we have a picture. So for the length, in here I have 11 feet. If I go just 11 feet in here, he will adapt. You see it here. For the width, 3 feet, I'm gonna put 4 inches. That won't be useful. 4 feet. For the height, I'm gonna just let it like this. For the stringer, you can have 2 different sections for the same stairs. Like, for example, in here, MC12 by 10.6, I can just uncheck same for rear and have its difference. Like, for example, something, you know, other section. But I will just let it like this. I want to do some fancy stuff. If I go in here to step general, for the formula of calculation, like for the rise, run, and number of stairs, if I uncheck that, now he is calculating it automatically. But if you want to have access, like for example, to and control the rise, the run, or the number of steps. For example, if I put in here 14, check the rise and the run and rise will adapt. Do you see in here? He will just calculate and give the result of the formula. Seems to be good till now?
Yes.
Perfect. Now the thread type. Here we have 21 thread types. The three last thread types are custom threads. We can add as many threads as we want, and we will have them on the library, on the list in here. So we will use them in here on the 3D model, and we will see them. We will have them on the lists, on our drawings, and so on. By the end of the training, we will see how to add some new threads. Now, if I go in here and just put it to number 2. This is number 2 with grating, but sometimes while changing the thread type, the width will adapt. That's because the material that is used don't allow, that much width. If I go and put, for example, you see in here we have number 14 for the concrete. If I go put number 5, for example. Okay, that makes sense. I will go in here, step, for the width, I will put 4 feet. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. Like for example, if I have the I can be able, if I step general, I can be able to redimension my threads as you see in here, the angles, all the numbers, so I won't go over it and over it again because we have the picture in here. If I have the step on the top that is different from the other steps, all you have to do is just go in here, step top, uncheck that, and uncheck same as other steps, and go in here and change the type, like for example type 1. Perfect. If I go to step bottom, same as other, and I go in here, just put it something else like this. Seems to be good till now, guys. It's really simple. It's not complicated at all.
I wouldn't go quite as far as say that.
Yeah, Hamza, if you could just start over again and just step through those commands to get the stair itself in there without before you start to manipulate it, that would be helpful to me.
Okay.
Just go through the series of commands to get there.
I'm gonna delete that. The first thing you need to do is just to go and draw construction lines. The construction lines is you will have the values on your plans. Now for my training, I just put some values, but in here, if you go and pick up straight stair, do you see it?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. So if I go in here, now if I select the first point and the last noising point, I hit enter, it will have the stairs by default. It's done. Till now it's correct, Chuck?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay. If I go in here, just to change the step, the thread types, if I put the 5th one, number 5, perfect. If I want it, and step top to be different, just uncheck that. Step bottom to be different, just uncheck that. For the landings, in here I have create front, create rear. If I don't want to create them, just uncheck them. You see, they will disappear. So I will just check them again because I want them. Now if I go to bottom landings, now I really don't want those two. So if I go, I have to uncheck them so they won't be here. Perfect, that's what I want. And we'll go through it just to show you. If you want to have, you know, some for the landings, if you want to have some a plate that's a plate like this, as shown on the picture, you can have it just go in here, and you have to have the landing first. After that, you will be able to like if I go here, cover made from, plate, grating, or angle, and no plate. If I put, like, for example, plate, do you see in here? I don't know if you have noticed, but he just put this plate in here. It's not the thread, it is a plate. Stepped up, same as other. Stepped up. Okay. I'm gonna go into landing, top cover. Okay. Now for the dimensions, the offsets -2. I'm gonna just put 2 to put it on the level. Do you see it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for the cover, I will put something 30. Do you see the little landing that we have? So
Yes.
now, if I want to have this this landing to be stretched, I just have to go in here, landing length, just to make it. Let's see. Do you see it? I'm gonna do it again for this one. You see it now? I have my landing. Gonna put myself on realistic so we will notice what I'm doing. Do you see it? Maybe it's
I'm not sure you picked those points, but it doesn't seem to be lined up with that beam properly.
no, because as I said, it's the nosing point. It's not the top point.
So can you manipulate that after you build the stair, or do you have to take
Yeah.
that into consideration with your construction lines?
If you can take that in consideration with your construction line, that will be the best thing to do. If not, let me just check something in here on the landing that I wanted to change. That was the offset -2. Yes. Offset from stringer. That was number. Okay, -2. Oops, -1. Okay. Now, if I want it, like for example, to be to be aligned with the beam, I can be able to pick up. So I'm gonna go and to the wireframe to pick up my box in here and move it this way, for example. The stairs will follow, and right now I can be able to draw a construction line, like for example from here to perpendicular. Oops. Not really aligned, so I will draw it from here. We go and okay. Top view. Perfect. Okay, now I will take this box and move it this distance from here to here. You see right now, for the length, I will go instead of top, make it front. And I will just move it to the bottom. That makes sense. But as I said, if you can calculate it from the first nosing points that you pick, that will be the best thing to do. Instead of just moving the box, the dimensioning box right and left. Seems to be good. Yep.
So the stringer that's the top of the landing, is that the same now as your top nosing point?
The stringer, like this one?
Yeah.
Well,
that and the nosing point is in the same plane?
The first nosing point is, on the first thread in here. So if as I said, if you can calculate it the first time, that will be the best thing to do. If not, there is a manual thing to do that. So just pick the box in here and move it so it will fit the level
Right.
that you want.
Right, but my question is,
Yep.
is the nosing and the top of the steel the same now?
I will check that. I'm not sure because I went manually, but if I draw some construction lines, I'm not really sure.
The stairs I do, you really don't want that reveal on the landing.
No,
The stringer being higher than the nosing.
do you see the nosing is here, but the top of steel is here?
Right.
So if I go under label and dimensions, pick linear one. Oops. Okay, 1116. If I go, move it. Now it's flush. It's the same level. If I go and do a top view, doesn't touch. Okay. Now if I go and pick dimension, pick a linear dimension from here. Three eight. Gonna move it by 3.8. Now it's in touch. If I select them, do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you wanted?
I wanted the elevation of the top nosing equal with top of steel all the way around. The top nosing and the top of the stringers and the top of the steel.
Oh, so
The same elevation.
so you don't want the last thread though?
Yeah, how do we get rid of that last thread?
Oh, you have to, if you go in here. There is a way to do that. Step top. If you put There is a yes. That's a good question. Okay. Maybe I have to do some tests before I go over that. But there is a way, because while modeling I did a landing in here. If I just take off this landing, maybe it will make sense for you. I'm not sure. Thickness, that's right. Okay. Here is the rise offset. You can make it like, for example, -2, something like that. You can you can play with that so it will be flush with the top of the steel.
Okay.
If I make it 0, make it 1, same as others. It's not really the same as the others. Does it answer to your question, or it's not really
Well,
what you wanted to see?
I don't know.
I'm still trying to decide.
Is anybody following where I was going with that?
I think I get what you're talking about.
Your top nosing should be equal with that floor height, top of steel, whatever's going to be on top of that floor.
Right.
1.25 inch grading, whatever. Your top nosing should be equal to that. You shouldn't have a 1 inch rise at your landing.
Yeah.
Are you talking with this? In
Yes.
here? Yeah.
Yes.
It's more your tread type, isn't it, though?
I'm gonna try something else. For example, just put it. Thickness. Okay, that's the connect. The top. Well, you can start by doing your stairs. I'm gonna mess around a little bit with that. If you have some questions, I'm still here. The way of creation of stairs is under extend modeling. You have it in here, try stairs. So just try to put your stairs the way that you want it. If you have some questions, I'm still here.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yep.
Hamza, I'm been trying to get my stair attached to the steel. It's out there floating in space, and I keep, every time I grab the white box rather than the intelligence box, it just, I'm never sure where it's going to end up at.
Okay. Dynamic representer, maybe your constriction lines are not correct.
Oh, it was matter of function of construction lines, so I should have probably got that.
Oh, you didn't did any construction lines?
I did. I started with them. I've erased them because I kept getting them, kept grabbing them. So I'm out of there.
Okay. So start with the construction lines. Do some if. Okay. Now I see what you wanted to do.
Good. I'm glad you do. Yeah, it was a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do.
Okay. Perfect. Well, yes. If I were you, I will just move this from here. So, for example, the middle, like MID, the middle here. After that, check what's my landing. Come on. Landing the landing length is 1 inch, so I will just move it by 1 feet. Seems to be good.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Is that what you wanted? What you wanted to do?
Yeah. I was just not able to get it onto the.
Okay.
Onto the
Have
steel,
you
but moved
understood?
the landing?
Okay. Have you understood what I just did?
If you could run through it again, that would be immensely helpful.
Okay. What I did is I picked this box, you know, the dimensional box. I move it to the middle, you know, the system line in here.
Okay.
After that, I double-clicked on the box in here just to see what's the length of the landing, and I move it away by the length of the landing.
By the length of the landing. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it goes to the nosing line then. I see.
Exactly.
Okay.
Seems to be good.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay.
I can retain it.
Perfect. Do you have any questions, guys? Any other questions before I continue messing around with your questions? Oh, got it. Guys, see my screen, please. If you want the last thread to be on the same plan as your steel, in here it's the run offset. I didn't thought about this. It was really easy. Do you see it in here?
Yes.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you got it now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I've been asking, you know, what the deal is. Okay. Well, I'll let you guys practice that for 5 more minutes. After that, we will go and see the railings. Just the way of creation because we don't have enough time to go over the connections and all the other stuff. We will see that tomorrow.
How do you start drawing a line?
Well,
I'm back. Let me know if you have any questions.
Point.
I can't seem to get my object snaps to function.
Object snaps. Is it Jerry?
Yes.
Okay. Make presenter, yes.
Okay. So draw my construction lines. I was going to select the low nosing and the high nosing. I've taken away everything but endpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not snapping to the end.
Okay. Can you hit enter first?
Okay.
You have
that
to.
easy. Okay. Okay. And does it matter if you choose the low or high point first?
No, you have
or
to start
second?
from the bottom.
Okay. And then the second point here.
Enter. That's long.
Yeah.
If you go to distances plus stringer. If you go to the length instead of 15, just make it something more 10 feet or 12 feet, something like that.
I was trying to go with the 7-inch rise and the 11-inch tread.
Yeah, go ahead.
What I
Well,
shoot
just
for.
do it as you want. If you have some questions, I'm still here. For the rest of you guys, do you have any questions?
Okay.
No, just need some
Rise.
practice on it, that's for sure.
Okay. Bert, Chuck.
I can't even draw a line.
Oh, you should have talked to me. Where is your stairs?
I can't even get a construction line in there. I was trying to go to the center of this to go up, go out, or go to the center of my beam and go down, whatever. But
Okay, don't move your mouse. I will take the control. For example, for a line, you have this line in here, this tool, or
yep.
L enter. Line enter. In here, I will start from here, midpoint, for example,
I couldn't get that.
and to here. To snap in here, you have just to make perpendicular.
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Yes.
Should that just go this way? That makes sense. Enter. So let's go to extend modeling and I'll let you finish your modeling. Hit enter first. Okay. Do you have the endpoint? The endpoint activated.
I probably have all of them off.
Oh, perfect. You only want to snap on the middle. That's useful.
I couldn't reach anybody yesterday. They were all on flight spot from Las Vegas. I had a big picture, so I should get this thing. Okay. Well, other than that.
Operation aborted.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, I didn't notice. Okay, go ahead again.
That's the conversion process. I figured out what the deal was.
Oh.
I'll show you something unusual.
Right. Here we go.
There's a Windows thing. You just drag and drop. If it works, then I'll show you what the deal is. Because it's probably the version that you had before has changed because you've got an update.
Here it is.
Okay. Different program. Yeah.
Okay, Chuck. Are you good? Are you good to go? Do you have any need to
think so.
practice?
It takes some practice, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep, practice.
Now you have the basics, how to create stairs. Maybe we will go and see how to connect stairs and how to create railings, so we will have enough theory to practice this afternoon.
Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty optimistic to me.
I've got plenty to practice as it is.
Well, guys, you will have this afternoon, so no worries, no pressure. If you have some drawings to go to deliver, so just postpone that.
Sorry, folks, we got on practice.
I say practice makes perfect. That's settle for mediocre right now.
Yeah, that's.
The problem with software like this is mediocre. Mediocre isn't exactly functional.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna, like, for example, this is the final result that you have, that you want, and that your client wants to have. Okay. You want to connect this stringer to this beam. If you go to connection vault, go in here. If I go to all this one, miscellaneous.
Which one were you at now?
Miscellaneous, this one.
Miscellaneous. Okay.
We have this connection in here, this one, those two connections. Like, for example, if I click under stairs and plate with cope, if I click in here, I have to select the beam first and the leading, the stringer second. Do you see it in here? This is the trim and the cope. Okay. For example, I'm gonna make it end plate. Okay. I'm gonna create an end plate. Bold dimensions. You know, this is I'm showing you just the connection. The rest you have, you know, you have pictures in here. It's really easy to go and customize this connection the way that you want it to be. I'm playing for the thickness, width. Okay, we'll put instead of number of rows.
Hey Hamza, before
Yep.
you get into showing all those macros in there, would you just go through the initial steps in that again for me? How to pick out the members you want to. I got to the miscellaneous screen and I got hung up on reading the different descriptions, and so I missed the instruction about how to select those elements.
Okay. For example, I will connect this element. This one I will, instead of realistic, I will go and select 2D wireframe.
Okay.
If you select, like, for example, I will activate, if you select this one, if you just click, you have to select the beam first,
Mean
And-
first, okay.
the stringer second.
Okay, that's what I needed right there, just how to get started on it.
Yeah, no problem. And after that, just customize it the way that you want it. That's for the top. That's for the top connection. You have the choice between this connection and this one. You know, it works exactly the same way, exactly the same selection order. Do you see in here? If I go in here, selection order, beam to connect. Under brackets in here we have stringer.
Okay, got it.
Okay, in here, if I want to connect this, the bottom stringer in here. Okay, I need pictures. I'm really visual. I need pictures. We have the two first connections. This one or this one. It works exactly the same way, so we'll just go select the first one. In here, if I go, just select the stringer, enter. Here, do you want to set reference point? Reference point, it's the level where he will stop at. I will just hit OK, so he will stop at the UCS level. See what I'm talking about? The UCS level? This level?
Yes.
That's in here. And I have, okay. I have in here to go and just check for vertical. If I want something vertical to be like this, if I don't want it. If I want to create some, the little plate in here. Cut size 5. Whoops. That's a lot, but it makes sense. Column shortening, plate thickness. If I want, some shortening in here to be by plate thickness or known or by a value, just put it to known. Anchors and holes, if I want to put 2 anchors and the intermediate distance 3, make it 5. Do you see it in here? And for sure I'm gonna go and put my Russian anchors. Seems to be good for you guys for these connections?
I think so.
You made that vertical cut, but shouldn't you cap that with a plate? You have to do that manually.
No, don't do that manually. You have it, I think, cut and plate.
Cut and plate, okay.
You
Who's
have,
laughing at me?
No, it wasn't you. It
it's
wasn't
me,
you.
it's me.
I was playing with with this handrail on my staircase, and you should definitely show my screen.
Okay, which screen was that?
Sideways?
Yeah.
It is birth? Okay.
Yep.
Can I make you presenter? Don't laugh, guys.
No, this is definitely laugh worthy.
I'm impressed that he
Oh.
very early on there.
Nice.
Do you know why, guys?
Whoops.
Because of where my z-axis is.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Because why?
Because
Your
of where my z-axis is aligned. Because I was doing
Your
this
UCS
drawing
is
some
not
construction lines, and then I forgot about where my z-axis was.
You're just cruising right along.
Man.
well, nice stairs. At least you know why. That won't be really helpful. This handrail in there.
No. Well, it fell off the side, maybe.
That's
Leather?
not a handrail, that's a safety net.
There we go.
Okay, I'm gonna make myself presenter. Okay. Are you good to go, guys? With what I just showed, the connections in here. I'm gonna show you one last thing. Is the handrail? How to create a handrail? I know that Bird is have already created his own way, but you know, to create a handrail, you have to
I
click
don't
in
think mine
here.
is code.
No. To create a handrail, you have to select this icon in here and select the profiles, the sit-in profiles. Like for example, this one and this one. Just pay attention on the selection order. Start from the bottom always. Don't select this first and this second. Start with always the one on the bottom. After that, go up and up. Now, if I hit enter, I have to select the first point of my handrail and the second point. Hit enter, the message, just hit OK. You will have it correctly, not as birth. Now, okay, for posts in here, if I do you see it now? It's centered on the stringer, but if I want it offsetted, do you see in here the little offset by 1, by 5? I'm gonna just put it to 0. For the post layouts, you have in here the picture, so I won't go on all the parameters in here. If you have something grayed out like this, just don't, it's not a bug. For the cut-in in here, do you see it? If it's aligned, cut-in bars, oops, it's in here. It's for the cut-in top, you know, you see it in here. If by bars, if it's aligned, if it's cut-in, like with the little by flange, I'm gonna put the by bars. Okay. Now I can be able to play with the values in here. Like for example, number 2. I'm gonna put 1. That's beautiful. So that's I will go to middle, post middle. I'm talking about these in here. Gonna go and just, you know, control the connection type. Gonna put it back to cut. I'm gonna go and see the handrails. Okay, in here we have the distances from top of the beam. You know, all the distances to control this handrail the way that you want them. For the heights, for example, if I put 4 feet, you will see it in here. Okay, for the middle, if it's just 1 or 2 members, to to control the distance between the two handrails, you know, these two on yellow, those two in here. For the pickets, if you want them, or just don't. Okay, that's more visual. For the kick rail, if you want to use it or not, use kick rail or not. For the miter cut in here, or elbow, you see it. For the end of the handrail, we have nothing, but we can put it bent. That's the bottom one. I'm gonna put elbow on the top. Perfect. I'm gonna put.
What are we looking at right there, Hamza? In
This?
your picture. Yeah. So you've got two mid rails in there. Is that what I'm seeing? Or oh, no, I'm looking through to the other side. I'm sorry. I guess.
Do you see it right now?
Yeah. Okay. You have two mid rails.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
I
didn't
put
catch
two.
when you moved that in there. Yeah.
Handrail,
Okay. Gotcha.
mid rails. In here I put two. I'm gonna just put one.
So can you do a return then from the top rail to the bottom rail to the mid rail?
From here to
Connect
here.
with yes, exactly.
If I go in here, whoops. Okay. You have to play with the radius first. The radius.
Just sort of experiment until you get it there.
Oops, that's a lot.
Normal. Shop won't like you on that one.
Oops, angle from diameter. Weld size, exactly. Oh, that's what you are looking for, maybe?
Yeah,
Length,
yeah.
I'm gonna put 12, or maybe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's starting to look real.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, that makes not sense, but you know, that's
Connection
near.
type. Choose return instead of elbow.
Return. Yep.
On the mid rail. Yeah.
We have loop return if you want it. Do you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. That would be.
Yep.
That's making sense. Yeah. Okay. It's just experimenting with that.
Okay.
Get all those pickets in there. In the intermediate.
Those pickets.
Yeah.
If you go to handrails, pickets, use pickets.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
When you did the toe plate too, you controlled that, or I think you called it the kick rail.
I'm sorry?
The screen just turned off or something. Okay. When you did the kick rail, can you control whether you have, you know, just at the top a piece of
Kick rail.
rail?
Use kick rail. You have it. Yep. What's the question?
Can you have it just at the top and not running down the stringer?
Oh yes, yes, you can have it.
Okay, I see it. Use kick roll and slope beam. You just uncheck that, wouldn't you?
Yep. That's
Got it. Okay.
okay. Maybe all of you guys are practicing. Nobody's is seeing my screen, so I will let you practice that, and we will continue after you're practicing. I will let you 5 minutes just to practice what's the handrail macro is. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay.
Hamza, I can't get that railing mic control line up again. I'm not sure how. Every time I try to pick on something, I get something that I'm not after.
Okay.
I've got
Let's
stairs,
see.
but sorry.
So what's your question?
I need to get into the stairway macros again.
Yes.
And every time I pick on it, I get the stairs, or no, I'm sorry, the handrail macros rather than the stair. I'm not I want my dialog box to say handrail, and it's not coming up. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just select the handrail, right click,
Oh,
go in
shit,
here.
I didn't think about that. Whoops, sorry about that.
No problem.
It's good.
Okay, perfect. That was
Okay.
easy.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's pretty basic with me. What the heck's going on? Could you show me how to, on your screen, how to create a bolted connection to the top flange of the stairway?
Yep. Are you talking about this connection?
Yes. No, the handrail to the top of the stairway at the
Okay.
flange.
Yep.
Bolted connection.
Yep. In here, advanced. Maybe all of you guys will be interested in that. Post connection in here, by default it's welded. Do you see the weld symbol in here?
Yeah.
If you click
okay.
in here, we have plate with weld or plate with bolts. If I click in here, plate with bolt, you have the bolts, but the bolts are going through the web of the stringer. So to go and fix that, go in here, just put 1. Oops, no, that will be 2 in here and just 1 line in here. For the offset, offset bolts in X, just make it 1, for example. Oops, 0. Y, just make it half. That's good. Seems to be good for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out here just real quick.
Say, Hamza,
Yep.
can you use that create by template tool to create a duplicate handrail for the other side of the stair?
Are you talking about, like, for example, using this tool in here? Create by template. Yes, you can do that. You have to select it first. Select the 2 stringers, enter. Select the first one and the last point. Hit enter. Et voila.
Outstanding.
But the offset, we will just go and put some other offsets. Bus connection in here. 0. Minus. That's good. I love my stairs.
You're beautiful.
Wow. Okay, I think I finally understand more or less the stair tool.
Perfect.
Give or take a little bit.
A little bit of practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm letting you guys time to practice. I'm not no pressure.
OK, il laisse envoie l'information au helpdesk. Mets Olivier en CC, s'il te plaît.
I'm watching the little tornado go round and round as it thinks about it.
Is your machine locking up again?
Oh, it's not responding. Doggone thing.
If it's not responding, just let it think a little bit.
It's not supposed to think.
No.
Exactly.
When they think it's Skynet, so that's not good.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's really
As
not
long as it
good.
doesn't kick me out again, I'll be okay. Holy cannoli. What did I do? I'm trying to change the number of bolts in that in columns, and I
First thing you're going to
ended
do
up
is you're
with
gonna
about
show them what the
about
videos are.
1,000.
So
I'm gonna see that.
I'm uploading them now.
That base plate connection.
Whoa.
A lot of, don't I? I'm well connected.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Congratulations. That will be really strong.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Oh.
I had changed the number of columns, or in number 5, dialog box 5, I typed in several numbers, and it says 2, but it's not changing it back to just 2.
Oh, maybe
Before I
instead
started.
of
Part of
2.
it is probably the size of the model for our machines, because we don't.
Please delete the latest
These
copy.
machines do struggle a little bit with the 3D modeling.
If you do undo, nothing happens.
Do you have control of my machine then, Hamza?
Yeah,
Are you
well,
on my machine? Or do I have it? Whoa, there we go.
you have it maybe.
I know there's a way to turn off some of the objects in the model so
Yeah.
that it
So Dean,
is easier to render.
can you just hit undo so we will return to.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Oops. Can you see it first?
I see mine, but do I have control of mine? Or do
Yep.
you?
Yep. Go ahead.
I guess that's my first question. Okay, where to go to?
First, just close this this tab. Little dialog box.
I should have just undone a couple of times.
I ask a question, Hamza?
Yes, shoot.
Can you take a look at my screen?
Yep.
Top of the stringer, I've got it connected to the beam, and I don't need this tread at the top. An example where I'm going to let maybe the floor grading extend over to the nose line or something. So how would I get rid of that?
Okay. Well, if you have to play with the formula that you have created for the stairs, and you have to play with the offset of the rise. Like can I have the control so I will try
Yes.
something.
Okay.
Step up. Rise. Okay. Four. Oops. That's a lot.
Yeah, I had it set to 7-inch risers.
Step general. Oops, not this one. How many steps do you want?
I think I needed 16 treads.
Yeah, as I said, you have to play with the number of steps that you have here, and if you go to step bottom, you have to play with the rise that you have in here. Well, the run offset is there. Can you just see? Maybe you have a lot. No,
So
it's correct.
you don't get rid of the top tread. You use that option number 1 to push it down to where you need it to start, I guess.
Well, the thing
Let me
is,
play with that a little bit.
the idea is, you don't get rid of it. You just offset it by the rise that you have, and just instead of in here having, like for example, a number of steps, instead of having 14, just make it 13. If you see what I mean,
Okay. Yes. Uh-huh.
that's the idea.
Okay. Yeah, let me try that then.
Yeah, go ahead. You have the control.
All right. Can I just hit undo and get back to where it was to
Yep.
start with?
Yep.
There we go. There's more stuff.
Hamza, do you have a moment?
Yep.
Would you look at my screen? Because I have a stair that is just hanging out in space somewhere. And I don't know what I did.
Okay. Well. Oops. Yep. I see. You played with the offset of the last
did.
step. Yep. That's it.
So
If
just
you
go
give,
back and set that to the default, or?
no, if you give me, if you go to, step top,
Make it the same as other steps, or?
no, you see the run offset, 25.
Oh, I see. Jeez.
Yeah, that's what's making the. Just let it some time, so he will adapt the mess. Oh, here we go.
All right, so it's back there.
Oops. So, I thought I was in my screen. Does it? Okay, yes. Does it answer your questions?
Yes, that I didn't realize that run offset had gotten changed.
Okay, perfect. So I go and make myself presenter. Chuck, do you have any questions? Are you able to do something, or you are stuck?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Dean?
I froze up my machine. I'm going to have to step completely out. I see we're out to.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm not sure that you are able to pick up more theory for today. That was a lot for you.
Yeah, that's a lot to chew on.
Yeah, I know. Well, I will just stop my today's topic in here. Tomorrow we will start a total review of the week, and we will continue with some other macros, cladding, some advanced tools. We will see some new theory with model objects, project explorer, and how to create advanced connections. Okay, guys. I will just let you go and try to practice for tomorrow.
All right,
Very
thank you.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.